this game, that matchup at the guard position, that is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
And the Clippers starting five. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Coffey in at the small forward position. No good, shot missing. Van Vliet passes to Thompson. Out to Brooks. For three, Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Good on the triple.
Shooting off the dribble is probably one of the toughest skills in the NBA, but Kawhi has it mastered.
Leonard with the steal. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Off target from three-point range.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Like looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Now Leonard. After Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. From deep, Harden bangs home the trifecta.
Well, James Harden, a sniper through and through. You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
Şengün kicks to Green. Pulls up from the corner. Kept alive. Out to Brooks. Puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harden against Van Vliet.
Oh, my. James Harden with a statement right there.
Pass to Green. Thompson for the triple. No good that time. LA has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. A three-pointer off the mark. Rockets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And here's Green outside. Knocks down the three ball.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
The three from Harden. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Van Vliet kicks to Brooks. Back to Van Vliet. Houston moving it around. Now here's Brooks. And it's Van Vliet, top of the key. Zubac with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. From deep, Harden drains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 8. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Houston making a switch here. Smith is checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Jones checked in for Zubac. And Norman Powell subbed in for Chris Dunn. And Jones slams it in.
Well, primarily known as a scorer, Kawhi Leonard using his playmaking skills to set up his teammates there.
Van Vliet kicks to Smith. It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Kicks it out to Harden. Launches a three. The Rockets pull it in. Doris, with what he's done in the NBA, Kawhi Leonard seems to be a lock for the Hall of Fame.
I agree, Kevin, and the reason is he's got a couple of championships under his belt. More importantly, he's got individual awards, All-NBA, Defensive Player of the Year. And he's been able, in the most leveraged moments of a season, to be the focal point for his team, and that's a big driver of Hall of Fame status.
Thompson with it. Leonard picks him up. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Şengün's checked in for Amen Thompson. Tari Eason comes in for Dylan Brooks. Whitmore, he's checked in for Green. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. From deep, Harden looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
This is the mark of a great scorer, the ability to not have any struggle making shots off the dribble. That is a hard thing to do, but James Harden makes it look easy.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Holiday against Harden. Takes a 3. Jones the pass to Harden. Jones with the screen on Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Harden. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Harden's got 13.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
James Harden getting it done for Los Angeles. And it was from 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Bogdanovic is out there with Simmons. And it's Powell in at the 3. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Smith. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Miller's checked in for the Clippers. Mills comes in for Ben Simmons. Here's Eason. And the 3 off target. Bogdanovic looking around. Lets it go from deep. The dive for the ball. And he gets it back. A second chance effort. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Eason. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. He's got 6.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
In the corner, Smith with it. Şengün kicks to Smith. Back to Şengün. Sinks the 3-pointer. Şengün's got his second bucket tonight. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Thompson comes in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. Bogdanovic, no luck.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Trains the 3-pointer.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred VanVleet ready and willing.
Bogdanovic against Thompson. It's Jones on the wing. Outside, Bogdanovic. Jones sets the pick for Bogdanovic. Pass to Mills. It's stolen by Eason. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Smith finds VanVleet. Mills with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And Bogdanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game for the Rockets. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Jabari Smith. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Miller. As Dunn's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's James Harden in for Patty Mills. Zubac's no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Trying to get something going. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston leading by 6. Stolen by Harden. 1:12 left in the first half of the game. For the 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Houston's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. They get it back. Pass to Thompson. Houston moving the ball around. Van Vliet with the bucket.
Well, I mean, listen, Fred VanVleet, he can practically close his eyes. That's how comfortable he is out on the arc.
That one good for 2. Dunn's got his first bucket of the night.
And with that much needed basket, he finally ends that 17-0 run by Houston.
Brooks misses. Clippers trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Leonard lets it rip from 3.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
It's Brooks on the wing, guarded by Powell. Brooks kicks to Şengün. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Harden on the wing. We are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
To center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
At the guard positions, Van Vliet in green. Thompson is out there with Brooks. And it's Smith in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
From deep, Harden. Dunn finds Harden. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Harden's got 16 points.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
And stolen by Leonard. Harden the pass to Dunn. Now, here's Batum. He's covered by Thompson. Smith against Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Over Smith. Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Leonard. 8 points for him. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Harden against Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Coffey. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Rockets leading by 8. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Rockets, Şengün's checked in for Smith. And Tari Eason subbed in for Brooks. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's the screen. Pass to Zubac. Fires away from outside. It's rebounded by Houston. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Eason's got the lead up to 11 now for the Rockets. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
Thompson looking for an opening. From deep, Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Shot to stop the run. Coffey passes to Leonard. The fadeaway from the corner, Leonard.
And Leonard knows that corner three is an important shot in terms of spacing out the defense.
For 3, Van Vliet. Eason passes to Van Vliet. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. Smith checked in for Houston. Whitmore comes in for Thompson. The Clippers also changing it up. Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubac. Bogdanovich comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's Ben Simmons in for James Harden. And Van Vliet, here we go. And here's Green outside. Another miss by Houston.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's Dunn. Back to Leonard. Down low. Here's Eubanks. That shot off. Smith with the defensive effort. Rockets leading by 11. And some nice passing there by Houston. And it's Whitmore missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Leonard forces it through inside.
The toughness and tenacity very much describe Kawhi Leonard's game.
About 3 seconds between shot and gameplay. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Bogdanovich up top. He's covered by Eason. Bogdanovich passes to Dunn. Dunn with a screen on Eason. And stolen by Eason. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Rockets lead by 9. And we'll have... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Mills out there with Miller. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Brown. And it's Jones in at the 5 spot. Jones sets the pick for Bogdanovich. Fires from deep. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a wide open look for Whitmore. Hits the 3-point bomb. Whitmore's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Eason passes to Şengün. And another 3 for Houston. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Houston.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Outside Holiday. Now Whitmore It's up a 3. And Jones pulls it down. Pass to Brown. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Los Angeles with another miss. Rockets on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Nice shot by Smith.
At 6'10", Smith with incredible range, and that's why some have compared him to Rashard Lewis.
Miller outside. Eason against Bogdanovich. And his offense just hasn't been there.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
First team foul.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Thompson, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Green, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. And that one is good.
Well, when you see somebody making pull-up jump shots like VanVleet does there, you know that the rhythm is there.
Harden gets the bucket.
And dialing up the 3 ball, he finally puts it in to the 14-0 run by Houston.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Green with a screen for Brooks. VanVleet on the wing. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. Back to VanVleet. Over Harden. Here's Green. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Oh, Leonard in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
For 3, VanVleet. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The deep 3 from Harden. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. 16-point lead. The offensive rebound. Pass to Brooks. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Green. Overdone.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Houston.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Şengün.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Clippers trail by 16. Pass to Coffey. Misses the 3. Houston's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Thompson misses. The Clippers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Harden can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Wasted no time on that one. Here's VanVleet. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. And the Rockets lead by 16. Here's Leonard over in the corner, Batum. Done outside. From outside, off the mark. Şengün against Leonard. So we see Houston taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team.
bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant, and it's done in at the 3. Now here's Van Vliet from behind the arc. Şengün, no good.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
And Beal puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. And the Rockets with possession. And here's Green from the arc. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Hey, this team has great confidence in Green's ability to connect from deep. It's really about getting him quality looks.
Durant with a screen on Van Vliet. Booker, the pass to Dunn. Up and over Brooks. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
Now here's Thompson. Outside, Green. Pass to Şengün. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Van Vliet. It's stolen by Dunn. Durant with it. Green picks him up. Richards with a screen. For 3, Durant. Pure from three-point range.
Well, Durant's reputation at the arc is solid, and good reason for that. He's a consistent sniper.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. And Booker pulls it down. The Suns have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Durant with a screen on Green. For 3, Booker. Thompson pulls it in.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Back to Şengün. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Phoenix making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Now here's Booker. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Booker. Screen by O'Neal. Clock at 6. Booker's shot is good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
And so it's Phoenix with it after the basket by Houston. Booker for 3, hits the trifecta. Booker's got 5 now.
And I like how Booker is selective taking threes. Makes it count when he does take one.
Pass to Green. The 3 is up. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. We talked about Kevin Durant and what his plan is for trying to contain him, and coach said, quote, "We don't want him to get into a rhythm. That's when he's most dangerous." I told our guys to get up in his airspace and make him feel the pressure. An aggressive approach, but certainly a wise one when it comes to a player like KD. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Durant. Pass to Beal. Puts up a deep 3. From beyond the arc, and then some.
And what an answer from Beal. Love seeing him sink the triple.
Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. The kick out to Van Vliet. Brooks the screen on Booker. From outside the arc. And Fred Van Vliet with the 3. 5 points in the game.
And you gotta love the fire Van Vliet plays with. Coming right back with his own 3.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Booker for three. That one doesn't go. He's just 2 for 5. And it's Şengün with the ball for the Rockets. Thompson, a screen on Booker. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Screen by O'Neal. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Rockets.
But we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Whitmore is out there with Aaron Holiday, and it's Eason in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Pass to Smith over Jones. Smith no good.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Now here's Jones. The 3 is up. Eason pulls it in. Here's Smith. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Smith's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Confident stroke that time by Smith Jr. You could see he felt that shot was up and down.
There's Plumlee with a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. Holiday finds Şengün. No good from outside. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. It's Beal on the wing. Whitmore defending. Outside O'Neal. Plumlee, a screen on Smith. For 3, O'Neal. Good work defensively by Whitmore. Houston has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor, and Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute. Uses his 6'8" frame well. He's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
Now here's Holiday. Back to Smith. Outside Holiday. Eason against Allen. Şengün, a screen on Allen. 3 on the clock. 18 feet out. Şengün, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. O'Neal on the wing, covered by Smith. Screen by O'Neal. Out to Beal. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith outside. Back to Şengün. On the wing, Whitmore. The 3. It's hauled in by Beal. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Allen on the wing. Pass to Plumlee. Plumlee a screen for 3. O'Neal sends it home from 3-point land. O'Neal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go. Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Beal, the pass to O'Neal. From deep three-point land. Another three for Phoenix. Rockets trail by 5. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Holiday with the ball. Picked up by Plumlee. 19 seconds left to play in the second quarter. The 3, O'Neal. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Back comes Houston in transition. And that one's good. Whitmore.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
For 3, O'Neal. No good. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Suns ahead. They lead by a buck. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Royce O'Neal really making a difference here.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. Here's Beal. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And here's Green from the arc, and Durant with the block.
Affecting the shot right there. The length of Durant, a problem for the offense.
Green for 3. Oh, Jalen Green with the sweet stroke. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Offensive board. Dunn outside. Up top, Durant. Defended by Thompson. 5 to shoot. Durant, the pass to Beal. This one for 3. He buries it from 3. Beal's got 6 points.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Brooks. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Durant with it from deep 3-point range. It's rebounded by Şengün. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Brooks against Durant. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 11 rebounds in the game. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. Phoenix grabs the miss. Pass to Beal. Durant for 3. Durant with another miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
On the wing, Brooks. Covered by Richards. Şengün passes to Green. The 3. Outside for Brooks. Puts up a 3. Drops in the 3. Brooks has gotten his second bucket.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
Fade away. And Booker cash on the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The 3 from Thompson. That one doesn't drop. Phoenix has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Beal to pass to Richards. Right wing. Oh, Brooks with the steal. It's stolen by Dunn. Beal outside. Durant looking around. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Rockets have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. To the wing on the left. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Shot is up. The rebound by Devin Booker.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
They get the rebound. The kick to Durant for the lead. KD, what else would you expect?
Well, Durant looks close to automatic. I mean, he does not second guess or hesitate at all his shot selection.
To the left side wing. Back to Thompson. Outside for Brooks. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Now Brooks. Baseline try. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Durant. He has 6. That one from long range. Durant's got 9.
Just was a step beyond the half-court line. Durant a threat to let it fly. Great range.
For 3. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. Phoenix making a switch here. "11 seconds left in the third quarter. Adams, the pass to Smith. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. But if it goes, that shot off. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Rockets trail by 6. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Aaron Holiday out there with Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. For 3, Smith. O'Neal pulls it in. Phoenix leading by 6. Pass to Dunn. Let's go with a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Booker surveying the D. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Proving how lethal he can be. Booker's confidence serves as a catalyst for him, draining long shots.
Pass to Şengün. Takes a 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
From deep. Booker no good. Rockets trail by 7. And they're on the break. Here's Whitmore outside. Holiday from long range. And Houston another 3.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Outside Booker to the paint. From downtown. Oh, Booker answers the 3 right back.
Oh, that was quick. Booker getting those 3 points back easily.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Smith from deep. The long distance 3 is buried.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Booker. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Booker's got 11 in the second half.
Yeah, you expect tremendous effort from a scorer like Booker, but it's still impressive to see him delivering. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Holiday with the ball. He's picked up by Jones. Now Whitmore. Pass to Eason. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Devin Booker.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
2 minutes remaining.
And here's O'Neal.
2 minutes.
To the right side. There's Plumlee with a three. The Rockets pull it in. 1:49 left to play in the fourth. Left side Eason. Pass to Smith. Now here's Holiday. Fires the three. Jones with some nice D. And here's Booker. The three. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
1:24 left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Booker. Over Whitmore. Booker no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Here's Şengün. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Pass to Jones. From behind the arc. And it's Whitmore with the rebound.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They've led by as much as 10. Plumlee against Eason. Lets it go from the wing. Misses off the left iron. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
And Booker puts up a deep three. It's Booker on the wing. Takes the three. Sinks it from distance. And the Suns lead by 9. Outside Eason. From deep three-point land. Off on that one. So Phoenix wins it. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so...
Got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Richards in at center. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Dunn with a screen on Harden. Beal against Dunn. The shot by Beal, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Nobody near Leonard. Buries it from three-point range.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
And here's Booker from the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
KD against Leonard. Nice move. KD with the bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Right side Leonard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Inside, some nice ball movement here by the Suns. They get it back. Booker outside. Shoots the three. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And when Booker's connecting from deep, this offense goes to another level. Good to see him drain that.
Leonard, no luck.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And with the score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Powell, he's checked in for Dunn. O'Neal's checked in for Phoenix. Outside for Durant. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. That one, no good. Clippers trail by 3. And here's Leonard from 3. Again, Leonard missing. Outside, O'Neal. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Leonard with a screen on Booker. Harden kicks to Leonard and stolen by Booker. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Jones checked in for Los Angeles. Simmons comes in for James Harden. Durant, good.
Yeah, don't know how you get out and disrupt Kevin Durant on that catch and shoot.
O'Neal against Leonard to end the run into the lane. And Coffey gets it to go.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Booker. 8 points for him. Hits it from three-point range.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. A three from Leonard. The rebound by Richards.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
In the corner, Simmons with it. Powell, the pass to Leonard. Lets the three fly, and it's Leonard again missing. KD on the wing. Stolen by Jones. The three, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Jones. Leonard's got 8.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Plumlee out there with Royce O'Neal. And it's Jones in at the point. Brentley, you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much. Their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
Oh, and what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever. Bogdanovich making it happen right there and taking some initiative.
Suns leading by 4. Plumlee sets the pick for Beal. And again, it's the Suns missing.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Jones with the screen on Allen. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And Bogdanovich doing a great job of separating from the screen.
O'Neal sets the screen for Beal. Back to O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Powell with the steal. It's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. And the Clippers making a change here. Mills is checked in. And for the Suns, Dunn comes in for Grayson Allen. And it's Booker in for Tyus Jones. Sweet move. Pass to Powell. Beal with the steal. Now here's Plumlee. From past the arc. Batum grabs the miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And the 3 ball is good. Batum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And here's Mills, following the three-pointer by Mason Plumlee. And Mills kicks to Bogdanovich. Tries the spin move. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And here's Jones after the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. It's deflected. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half. Misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups. So maybe just a step too far.
Now, here's Dunn. Hasn't made one yet. Cans it from downtown.
We're kind of like playing in the rec league. Little to no defense on that possession. And the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Batum, screen on Dunn. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Phoenix's ball. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. The three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 7. Jones with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Bogdanovich wide open. Sinks the triple. Bogdanovich has got 9.
And Bogdanovich, a three-point specialist, loves those corners.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to O'Neal. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Batum dishes to Powell. Bogdanovich, that's for 2, and it's Bogdanovich again missing. Beal up top, guarded by Powell. The 19-foot shot. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Powell for 3. He got it up. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Suns on top, up 4. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Dunn is out there with Harden. Then there's Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Coffey in at the 4.
From way downtown, Durant truly knows no limits.
Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
With 3, Booker, another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, anytime that somebody scores, Devin Booker's the first option. He comes back and drills that one.
Dunn sets a screen for Harden. Rejected by Booker. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
You know, it's always interesting. Free throw shooting, consistency at a high level. That's an attribute that Devin Booker shows off every season.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Booker the pass to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. No good with the triple. Clippers trail by 8. Here's Coffey. No good from outside. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game. Brown is checked in for the Clippers. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 3rd. The screen from Brown. It's Harden with the drive. Leonard, that's for 2. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Brown with it, now guarded by Dunn. Dunn looking over the floor. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Dunn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Dunn outside. Booker against Harden. Releases. Shots good by Booker. Booker's got 17.
And Booker just keeps taking him. He's a scoring machine.
The kick out to Brown. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Off target with his 3. Suns leading by 7. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. And here's Booker from the arc. That one's off. He's made 5 and missed 3 now. Clippers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvements here. Back to Harden. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Brown. And Norman Powell subbed in for Dunn. And Phoenix also making a switch. O'Neal's checked in. Great open look there. O'Neal's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, that was just a quick glance from KD. He looks at the defense and makes the play.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. Suns leading by 13. Tries to keep it alive. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Amir Coffey. And for the Suns, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. And Jones subbed in for Devin Booker. Jones kicks to Plumlee. To the paint. Outside for KD. Connects from 3-point range. KD's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team.
Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. With a finesse from Harden there. That's great stuff.
Clippers trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Durant kicks to Jones. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Drills the 3-pointer. Bogdanovich has got 12 in the game.
Great strides in honing in his shot, looking more and more comfortable on the offensive end is Bogdanovich.
Suns substitution.
Now Jones, still yet to score. Left side, Beal, up in time. Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
The defense has to be beside themselves there. Terrific shot.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. We'll return shortly. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Plumlee out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Dunn. And it's Jones in at the 1. Powell sends a screen for Bogdanovich. No good on the 3. Suns leading by 14. Plumlee finds Dunn. It's Jones on the wing. Drills it from outside. Jones has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Here's Dunn. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Here's Los Angeles now. Pass to Zubac. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brent, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Kicks it out to Jones. Nobody near Allen. They get it again. The three. It's good from long range. And the Suns lead by 14.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Jones, the pass to Plumlee. Done outside. Just 5 to shoot. Booker looking around. Shoots over Powell, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Booker's got 19 points.
Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
A three from Bogdanovich. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside, Jones. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's Bogdanovich again missing. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. 13-point lead. Plumlee, no luck. LA's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Powell. Now here's Bogdanovich, defended by Booker. That's a 2 from Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
How about Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there?
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Allen against Bogdanovich. Here's Dunn. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
And you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Allen for the three. The rebound by Harden. Clippers trail by 14.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Suns.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Devin Booker.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Harden's shot is good.
And nice dime from Zubac. His floor awareness is solid.
Booker with a deep three. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Powell, no one around him. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
If there's an open man, you can make sure that James Harden will find it.
And a deep three from Booker. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. So it's the Suns winning easily here. They came in here and took care of business. Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up for Brent.
the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
So the Houston starting five. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Alperen Şengün out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. Now here's Leonard. Shoots over Thompson. Leonard's shot's good.
Did he need to use the fadeaway? No. Did I enjoy seeing it? Yes, I did.
Thompson outside. Green finds Thompson. Back to Brooks from about 19, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Such a reliable mid-range shooter. Brooks doesn't hesitate when he sees an opportunity to rise up from there.
Powell for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And the Rockets with possession. It's a 3-point game. Brooks the pass to Van Vliet. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Şengün. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
Now here's Harden. Launches it. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. There's a screen. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Green. Here's Brooks. Outside. Green. Here's the 3. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Harden. Out to Powell. There's the triple. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Brooks against Leonard. Back to Powell. Dunn outside. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul. Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. And a change for the Rockets. Smith's checked in. Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
And that one's good for Brooks.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
Stolen by Van Vliet. And here's the fast break. Launches a 3. Here's Green. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Smith. And it's Derek Jones with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Whitmore outside. Nails it from 3.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Here's the break. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Jones. Inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Meet your point guard. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
Smith against Batum. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Şengün checked in for the Rockets. Holiday comes in for Green. Here's Whitmore. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Whitmore's got 5 now.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense. Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
And Houston making a change here. Smith's checked in. Now here's Leonard. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. Leonard's got his second basket.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Houston has gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. Outside Whitmore. Smith outside. Howe with a steal. And there's the lob. It's stolen by Holiday. Three-pointer. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. The first quarter all wrapped up. And it's... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Cam Whitmore out there with Aaron Holiday. And it's Eason in at small forward.
This is Bogdanovic's game. Catch, shoot, score.
That's to Şengün. 4-3. Jones grabs the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Bogdanovic passes to Coffey. Holiday against Zubac. Back to Coffey. The three is up. And he buries his first look.
Oh, what a crafty move. Causing the defender to pause right there.
It's Holiday with a drive. Eason finds Smith. Outside Holiday. Back to Smith. Stolen by Jones. Pass to Zubac. Here's Coffey. Here's Jones. Drives to the hoop. And a two-handed jam.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 9.
And keeping the play alive with his activity. I love the effort.
Şengün. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Şengün's got 9. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
Here's Eason. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
Zubac, screen. Pass to Bogdanovic. Back to Coffey. Clock at 6. Zubac, screen. Here's Bogdanovic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Cam Whitmore.
And credit to Bogdanovic for not giving up there. He gets a shot off and wins a foul for his trouble.
Brown, he's checked in for Zubac. And Houston will go for a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Eason. Jalen Green, he's checked in for Whitmore. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Holiday. VanVleet misses.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And the basket by Brown.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. Look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
Jones, great positioning on the putback. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Brown can't hit. Rockets trail by 9. Pass to Brooks from outside the arc. Kept alive. Right side Green. Second chance effort. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Jones, the pass to Brown. Back to Jones, to the inside. Pass to Brown. Here's Coffey, guarded by Van Vliet. Here's Coffey, outside Jones. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Van Vliet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And this is what Van Vliet is known for, a volume three-point gunner who shoots it well.
And Houston making a change here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half. And here's Thompson for 3. No good there. And a deep 3 from Leonard. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Los Angeles. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been aggressive. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Hey, we've seen Norman Powell really having a great game.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Eubanks in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Leonard against Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Leonard passes to Harden. But Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Graham, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Dunn outside. Back to Powell. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep. Powell's got 12 points.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Green with a screen on Powell. 3-pointer, Brooks. The rebound by Eubanks.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Harden. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Harden's got his first 2 points of the night.
Such an aggressive offensive player. Harden is ready to shoot whenever he's got the rock.
And it's Green off the drive. The open shot by Thompson. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he drops the first. Ivica Zubac's checked in for the Clippers. And a change for the Rockets. Eason's checked in for Brooks. And he nails the third. Rockets trail by 11. Here's Van Vliet. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the game.
And a speedy offensive play by Van Vliet, pulling up out of nowhere for a shot.
Leonard passes to Powell. Thompson against Leonard. Thompson with the block. Houston has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And stolen by Leonard. Knocked away. Easton with a steal. Down low. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible verticality.
Powell passes to Harden. It's Powell on the wing, defended by Eason. Lets the three fly. Şengün with a steal. The three from Thompson. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Dunn. Powell outside. 6 on the shot clock. Harden with it. Now Thompson defending. Leonard for 3. Easton pulls it in. Rockets trail by 7. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Jones, he's checked in for Zubac. Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Whitmore comes in for Thompson. Steven Adams checked in for the Rockets. Holiday comes in for Van Vliet. Shot from the inbound. The Rockets again can't hit.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Jones from outside. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And they'll get another chance. Powell for 3. Adams grabs the miss.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Los Angeles leading by 7. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul of the game. Brown, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Coffey comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And a change for the Rockets. Shepard, he's checked in for Holiday.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure. Outside, Green. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Here's Eason. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Los Angeles. They have a nice... With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. And the Clippers with the ball. They've got a 9-point lead. So the Houston 5 right now. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Cam Whitmore out there with Aaron Holiday. And it's Eason in at the 3 spot. Counted from distance.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
There's Bogdanovich with the 3. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Fires for three. Holiday grabs the miss. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Rockets. They trail by 6. Pass to Smith. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Dunn's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Coffey. And a miss there on the triple. Houston has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Outside Bogdanovich. Dunn outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball. So for the Rockets, Williams comes in for Whitmore. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Holiday. VanVleet with it. Dunn in his pocket. Williams passes to VanVleet. Wide open look. And right on target.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Bogdanovich against Eason. Bogdanovich passes to Brown. Unloads. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
They get it back. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Green for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Harden from outside drains the triple. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Come on, that lefty stroke of James Harden, just so pretty.
Pass to Green. Outside for Brooks. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bogdanovich. Rockets trail by 7. Now here's Green. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Harden's got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard for 3. Tipped away.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And it's Green missing.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And it's Harden. That time on the assist by Brown. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yes, so much of Harden's work happens at the top of the key, but he can also work you over from the corner.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Bogdanovich, that's good. 1:46 left to play in the 4th quarter. Brooks against Bogdanovich. Outside for Green. Will it go? The rebound by Bogdanovich.
This is the definition of first year. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac checked in for Brown, and it's Powell in for Bogdanovich. Rockets trail by 12. The 3 from Thompson. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Out to Thompson, pass to Green. Thompson, a screen on Powell. And here's Green from the arc. Green, money from deep.
And it's encouraging to watch Green knock down the triple. Needs to keep doing this.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Clippers.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. Okay, look out!
Man!
Wow!
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, they get it again. Dunn with it. Working on Green. 5 on the clock. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. Second team.
He misses the free throw.
At the line for the Rockets, Alfred Schengen.
And he sinks the second. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Miller with it, guarded now by Whitmore. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. To the wing, right side. And stolen by Jones. Tipped. So no problem for the Clippers as they get Allie. Thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alper and Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1 spot. Van Vliet kicks to Green. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 3-point game. And here's KD for 3. Kicks it out to Booker. Clock at 6. It's Durant on the wing. Dunn sets a screen for Durant. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Rockets ball.
And here's Houston. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
The Suns shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Şengün finds Green. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Offensive rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here is Green after the three-pointer from KD. Shot from the top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Green's got his second basket of the night.
The second pick of the 2021 draft, Jalen Green is a bucket, plain and simple.
KD on the wing. Brooks covering. No good from Durant. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And that one's good. Green.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
And here's KD for 3. Durant with another miss. The Rockets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Van Vliet passes to Green. It's on target from the high post. Green's got 10 points.
When Green goes up for that mid-range jumper, he gets way up in the air, makes it very difficult to contest.
Booker in the corner. Cranes the three-pointer.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Şengün. It's good from long range. 13 points in the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And here's Booker from the arc.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Şengün against KD. Şengün with a screen on Dunn. They get a hand on it. The 3 from KD. The three-pointer is right on target.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
From deep, Green. Three-pointer, Brooks. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Dunn with some nice D. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Puts up a deep three. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brooks with a screen on Booker. For 3, Van Vliet. Beal pulls it in. Now done. For 3, Durant. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with a total of 4 3-pointers in the period. We'll get... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Suns.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Taking a look at the Rockets. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the point. Rockets trail by 5. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good bets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. To the right side. Eason finds Smith. Plumlee against Eason. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Whitmore. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. 3-pointer. Allen, that's good. Allen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Eason's shot is good.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Jones kicks to Allen. No good on the triple. Houston's gone to the 3-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's Eason. Holiday against Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That puts them in the lead. Eason's got the lead up to 1 now for the Rockets.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
The big challenge in Beal's career, Doris, has been staying consistently healthy, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent. I mean, Bradley Beal is a 3-tool player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Smith, no good. Suns leading by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside, Beal. That 3 off the mark. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Eason with a screen for Holiday. The Rockets again can't hit.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
O'Neal a screen on Eason. Allen for the 3. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. It's trailed by 8. Smith right side. Back to Holiday. Over Jones. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his first basket of the night. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Jones sets the pick for O'Neal. And a miss there on the triple. Houston's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Out to Smith from deep. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Plumlee with a screen on Holiday. Jones from outside. Good D by Holiday.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Smith on the way. Guarded by O'Neal. From the corner. And it's Smith missing.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Allen for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Allen's got 9 points.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Holiday finds Smith. Got it off in time, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. It's time now to go courtside as we send you. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Richards in its center. Who's out there for Phoenix. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Beal, the pass to Booker. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Putting up points is what Devin Booker does best, and right now he is showing out.
Booker against Van Vliet. Pass to Green. Shoots over Beal. Green finds Van Vliet. Elbow shot is on the way. The rebound by Richard.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. Here's Van Vliet. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
3-point field goal.
Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Booker with it. Now Green defending. KD sets the pick for Beal. Back to Booker. There's the 3. Rockets with the rebound.
And you will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Back to Thompson. A 3 ball. Booker pulls it in. Suns leading by 7. You know, you talk about a foundational piece. To start his career, Devin Booker toiled through what, Doris, a half a decade of losing in Phoenix.
It was all of that, Kevin, but what I admired most is through all of that losing, he never stopped working, and the losing never stopped bothering him. He never got comfortable with it. Now, all of a sudden, other players see his talent, they want to join him, and it's a much more competitive basketball.
Buries it from 3-point range.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
With 3, Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. Rockets trail by 4. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Durant. Suns have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Booker has screen on Green. There's Peel with the 3. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. The screen from Thompson. Takes the 3. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Phoenix leading by 4. Dunn, wide open, he fires. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still.
Down he goes! Down he goes!
Prayer is answered!
Nice.
Green passes to Easton. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Easton's got 12.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
KD passes to Richards. Beal deciding where to go with it. Jacks up a 3. The Rockets pull it in.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Thompson passes to Easton. Van Vliet against Booker. Lets it go. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Van Vliet.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Cam Whitmore is out there with Shepard. And it's Easton in at the 3, the small forward. Booker, no good. The Rockets trail. Shepard with the ball. Pass to Şengün. Now Smith to take the lead. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jones kicks to Dunn. Fires the 3. Phoenix, no good that time either. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. In the corner, it's Easton. Back to Smith. Houston moving it around. Shepard with the screen for Easton. Pass to Smith. Back to Easton. Fires for 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And here's Booker. Pass to Dunn. The Suns need to get a shot off from outside the arc. Booker with a 3. He is a knockdown shooter.
They set him up. Booker's going to knock it down. Great execution there.
Now, here's Şengün. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And here's Plumlee. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Whitmore. Drains it from beyond the arc. Whitmore's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Booker looking around. Over to the wing. Dunn kicks to Booker. Plumlee sets the pick for Booker. And it's good off the back rim and in. Booker's got 16 points here in the second half.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Easton passes to Shepard. Out to Smith.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Right wing, puts it up. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Offensive rebound. Pass to Plumlee. Plumlee sets the pick for Jones. Goes back up. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lets it go from the wing. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 8 points for Cam Whitmore.
Oh, great to see the young fella step up. Whitmore showing veteran composure out there.
Booker outside. Dunn left side. Drills it from outside. Dunn's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Easton, screen on Plumlee. Şengün, no good. Suns leading by 4. And a deep 3 from Booker. Rebound by Smith. The Rockets have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Here's Easton. Now, here's Şengün. Here's Easton. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game. Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
Shepard, the pass to Smith. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. On offense, here are the Suns. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Hits it from 3-point range. And now a 6-point Phoenix lead.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
For 3, it's rebounded by Houston.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night. Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.
Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
So here's the Clippers starting group. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the center position, locking down the middle. And yep, it's good. Here's Harden. Powell outside. Jacks up a three. Richards pulls it in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Budenholzer, who told me that one key will be holding James Harden in check. He said they don't want to let Harden get too much penetration, and when he does drive the lane, they're going to shade him left and force him into his weaker right hand. It's a strategy teams have used on Harden before, so we'll see how effective it is tonight.
And Allie, thanks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard for three. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. From the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Harden from outside. Bradley Beal with a rebound. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Right side Booker. Hits a three-pointer.
Dangerous at all times from range. Booker shoots threes at will.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. The Clippers have gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. Harden with a bucket.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Richards with a screen to the paint. Pass to Dunn. Beal outside. Back to Dunn. There's the three. It's rebounded by Zubats. Clippers trail by 5. Dunn, the pass to Leonard. Outside for Harden. Dunn with a steal. And Beal puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some.
I don't think the defense was ready for that. That was deep.
Harden from outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. Booker can't get it to go. Pass to Harden. Zubats with a screen on Beal. Oh, got that one up quick. Harden's got 6.
Dialed in from deep. Harden understands when he should look to shoot the 3-ball.
Harden against Booker. Shoots over Harden. Rebounded by Dunn.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Beal, the pass to Dunn. Beyond the arc. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. From the arc. The shot misses. The Suns lead by 5. Durant way outside. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. And Harden's got the ball here for the LA Clippers. Leonard with the ball. Dunn in his pocket. Got it, despite fading back a bit.
So the dilemma is this with Kawhi. Do you play off so he doesn't blow by you, or you get up on him to prevent the jump shot? Either way, he's going to make you pay.
Booker fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And just a beautiful looking shot from long range.
Three-pointer Harden on target from range. 9 points in the game.
You could see that coming. Harden was going to answer back, and he did.
Durant draws the double. Outside Booker. Durant with a screen on Harden. Booker for 3. Rebounded by Dunn. Clippers trail by 3. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good from the wing. The Suns shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. The shot by Dunn, no good. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting 33% in the first quarter. Harden from outside. The offensive rebound. Leonard for three. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Phoenix out in front. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Derek Jones is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then there's Amir Coffey. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. Allen outside. Oh, sweet move. And he gets it to go. Allen's got his first basket. Clippers trail by 8. Leonard outside. Off target from three-point range. Leonard's gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Here's the 3. Back to Jones. A deep 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Leonard passes to Coffey. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Plumlee, a screen on Bogdanovich. Pass to Allen. Puts up a 3. Coffey grabs a board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, B.A., that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender.
There's Bogdanovich with the 3, and Los Angeles another 3.
How about that touch, Bogdanovich? That time from way out.
Left side Jones. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter.
Get up to throw down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Allen outside. Pass to Plumlee. Allen outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Allen's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Leonard with a screen on Allen. Coffey, the pass to Leonard. Bogdanovich against Beal. Takes a 3. Bogdanovich, no good. Phoenix leading by 3. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Ben Simmons. There's 1:54 left in the second quarter. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
And we love it when Kawhi takes it over into his own hands. What a special player.
There's Plumlee with a 3. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Plumlee's got his first 3 points of the game. Pass to Bogdanovich. For 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now. Outside O'Neal. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Right side Simmons. Leonard for 3. Jones grabs the board.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Pass to O'Neal to the middle. The jump hook, and he comes up with a bucket. And it's a 6-point Suns lead.
That's where Plumlee operates best. The closer to the basket, the better chance he has of converting.
There's Bogdanovich with the three. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Plumlee. Fires from deep. The rebound by Bogdanovich. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Coffey can't get it to go.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
He buries it from 3. Allen's got 8. Leonard on the wing. There's the triple. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Nice game. What a performance by James Harden.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half. Jones, the pass to Mills. Coffey on the wing, defended by Dunn. Booker against Mills. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Brown for 3. And Booker pulls it down. The Suns lead by 3. Hey, Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Brown, a screen on Booker. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Coffey from behind the arc. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards, high post. Brown's there. Richards' shot is off. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Coffey. No good on the 3. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Mills. In transition, here come the Clippers. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. They get it back. And here's Brown for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Brown's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For 3, Booker. And Booker cash on the 3.
Well, anytime that somebody scores, Devin Booker's the first option. He comes back and drills that one.
Now here's Bogdanovich. He's got 6. And Los Angeles, another 3.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Well, Brent, this is the 8th season for Bogdanovich. He's as steady as a metronome, man.
You know, the thing, B.A., I don't think guys appreciate him as much as they should in that off-guard position. He is gritty and competitive. He can shoot the ball. He's willing to take big shots. And I love the pace and competitiveness he plays with.
Booker fires from way outside. Outside Durant. The Suns need to get off a shot. Lets the 3 fly. Booker can't get it to go.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
There's Bogdanovich with the 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Dunn, the pass to Durant. Inside, Beal with it. Here's Dunn. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Beal's got 3 assists now in this one.
And good heads up from Bradley Beal. Just spots the ready shooter.
Brown with a screen. And here's Mills for 3. He drops it from range. Mills has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Booker against Mills. Now here's Beal. He's covered closely. 3-pointer. Pass to Dunn. Jacks up a 3. Beal's shot is off. Clippers trail by 3. Bogdanovich finds Mills. Stolen by Booker. Durant for 3. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
And Durant doesn't need more than a click to get one off.
Outside Bogdanovich. Spins. Oh, Durant with a steal. Booker fires from way outside. And again, it's Phoenix from deep. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Outside Bogdanovich. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Bogdanovich has got 12 points.
Well, Bogdanovich coming right back down and going right back at him.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Harden fires away from outside. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Phoenix Suns. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Kawhi is the 3 with Jones playing the 4. Chris Dunn is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Eubanks in at the 5. Leonard for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Jones. Pass to Dunn. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Eubanks. Clippers trail by 6. The 3. Leonard can't get it to go.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Jones from outside. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Just another part of Devin Booker's amazing offensive game. He finds wide open guys.
Here's Eubanks. 3-pointer off the mark. Phoenix leading by 9. There's Plumlee with a 3. Rebounded by Dunn. And it's Leonard with the ball for Los Angeles. And stolen by Jones. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Booker for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Good on the shot. Dunn's gotten his first basket of the night.
And we continue to see Leonard and his patience being able to deliver the ball like that.
Jones with a screen on Jones. Phoenix no good that time either. Clippers trail by 7. Leonard outside. Fires for 3. Whoa! Way out there from Leonard.
Yeah, that's a shot most guys are just not even going to take, but Leonard is confident in that range.
Booker, the pass to Dunn. Outside Jones. And stolen by Jones. Here's Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
And Booker puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
That's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
4-3. Rebounded by Dunn.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Here's Booker. Leonard pulls down the board. Clippers trail by 5. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Jones' shot is good.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
O'Neal passes to Booker. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Back to O'Neal. Fires the three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Three-pointer. Simmons. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Answering the call. Ben Simmons, huge in the biggest moment.
For 3, Booker. Jones grabs the board.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Releases. Excellent D there from Booker. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Phoenix no good that time either.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance. It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Hits the three-pointer.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Basket by Leonard.
Talk about the range. I mean, he's got amazing feel from that distance.